Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Luna. Today I'm gonna talk about my hobby, another hobby that I recently started. As you know, my channel is this is the place that I develop my hobby. So it's pretty personal, yeah. So, but someday I really hope to this channel can be a good communication channel with the people who has a different hobby or sometimes unusual hobby. Yes, I hope so that day is coming. Yeah, so today, until then, I will just keep recording my hobby. My my son is behind me and laughing at me. Yeah, so my just a while ago, I just finished one book again. This book is very basic, and it's a high school textbook for second languages. So which my son used to use it. So looking at this book, I thought that I can finish it maybe within 3 days. However, it took a month, quite long. Yeah. Yeah, it was really quite more difficult than I expected. Yeah, so that's why. But you know what? I got recently I got one experience that I made one success, not actually success, one very tiny achievement on my hobby of learning Chinese. One of my company's task is to, translate the website to other languages like English or Vietnamese or Chinese. And of course, the translator gives us a very detailed PPT data. So it's quite, even though we don't know the language, it's quite easy to just copy and paste to the product specification to on the web pages for design. But as you probably understand that when we do something that without knowing in that industry or without knowing deeply, sometimes we will feel very frustrated on doing something, right? So I sometimes felt that same things. So, but a few days ago, while I'm looking at the product specification in Chinese, wow, I felt I got a new experience. It was like not eureka, but it's like a small explosion. Because there was the Chinese. There were some Chinese that I can notice, not full sentence, but because I recently started to study the grammar, the pattern. There were some patterns that I can notice, not understand. So that experience a little bit, yeah, very tiny experience, the happiness, but it was great to me, myself. And I think this can be the kind of motivation the great motivation for me to, move forward on my hobby, Chinese studying, I mean. Yeah. So it was really good. And what else? The second thing that I want to talk to you is, yeah, it's the 책거리. Maybe you if you are in my age, in my generation, you will understand this term. But the younger generation, I don't know if they know this term or not. But the culture is they will do the same, I guess. I think. 책거리 is when you finish one book or one semester at university or at school, or 1 year you finish 1 year, you do some celebration. It's just simply to meet your friends or your teachers, or with people, have a meal, very enjoyable meal, and have a good time. That's 책거리. But for me, sometimes I remember that I used to make an excuse to play. Yeah. So, because I finished one book today again, even though it's a very basic book, but for me, I made it. I barely made it with some difficulties. So, I want to make myself, I want to give the praise to myself. So kind of check timing. I decided to just record this YouTube channel to memorize this moment so that I can continue and remember my passion, the first passion to start studying Chinese. Yeah. Yes. So I will start the new book from tomorrow, and yeah. Even though this channel is so personal, I really hope to talk with you if there is someone, and yeah, to share what kind of hobbies you have. Want to know that because in my 20s, 30s, I haven't much time to think about the hobby, because like most of the people like you, in those times, during those times, we are so busy for our career or for parenting something. But in my age, 50s, life is quite boring. All things are very stable, career or parenting or housing things are so stable. So little bit, boring, getting started to be boring. So, but and besides, for my personality, there's nothing special that I can do. So I'm always wondering how people would enjoy their life, and I want to learn some other things, and then I really want to make my life more, enriching my life, I guess. So through this channel, I really want to share those ideas with you. I hope so. Okay, that's all for today. And this is my son's room, and he's sleeping over there. Not sleeping, he's listening this YouTube channel, I guess. But he allowed to me here for 10 minutes to record this tape. And nowadays he works out very hard. So looking at his arms, he has a lot of how do I say, the biceps and the triceps are there. So he's exercising a lot. I really envy his body, and then I need to exercise first more than this. Just sitting here and then looking at the books, it's not good for my body, but I'm doing this. But so maybe I really needed to change my hobby. Anyway, So this is all for today, and I hope next day I will come again with more exciting hobby. Okay, please support me a lot. Thank you. Good night. Have a great Friday night.